stance, this time with your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, a little bit wide here. And you're going to have your hands lined up at the sides of the body, palms facing behind you. And you're going to bring the hands in alignment with the back of your body, sort of back, maybe a little bit behind you. And then to begin, you're just going to sway the hands forward, like you're guiding energy from your Mingmen on the back to the navel. And then you're going to sway the hands back from the navel to the Mingmen. And then you're going to take a big breath in through the nose, and you're going to squat your butt back, and it's like you're gathering a load of laundry off the floor, or some leaves off the ground. And still breathing into the nose, you bring the heels of the hands toward each other, and you're going to look up, you're going to reach up, the palms go up to the sky. And I think my hands are out of range of the camera, but trust me, I'm reaching up to the sky. And then your hands come into loose fists, like you've gathered yang energy from the sky. And you're still breathing in if you can as you bring the hands down. And when the hands get to the height of the space between your upper lip and the nose, you can open the palms, you're going to breathe out through the mouth. And imagine you're lowering yang energy down to the height of your navel. All right, it goes like this. We repeat it. Sway the hands forward, palms behind you. Sway the hands back, palms still face behind you. Big breath into the nose as you squat down and gather the leaves or the laundry. Still breathing into the nose as you reach up, hands come to loose fists. Still breathing in if you can. And as you bring the hands below the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Open the palms, lower that yang energy down to the navel. It's very exciting, isn't it? So sway forward, sway back. Breathing in as you squat your butt back, lift up, still breathing in through the nose. Your tongue is up to the roof of the mouth. As you pass through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. The tongue drops to the lower palate, lower the yang energy into the body. So sway forward, sway back with the hands, breathing in through the nose as the butt goes back. Reach up, gather the yang. Breathe out through the mouth, lower it down to the navel. So again, sway forward, sway back. Now we're going to be reaching up, but to do that, we start by going down. And then you reach up, gather, bring it down. You pass through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, lower it down to the navel. So sway forward, sway back with the hands, breathing in through the nose, tongue is up, reaching up, gather. Pass through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, the tongue drops, lower it down. So here, I'll just do it in silence for a bit. Hands sway from the Mingmen in the back to the navel, back from the navel to the Mingmen. Butt goes back as you breathe in through the nose. The tongue is up. Gather the yang from the sky. Pass through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Open the hands. We'll do two more. Go forward, go back. Breathing in, breathing out. One more time. Forward to the navel, back to the Mingmen. Breathing in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. Bring the feet to shoulder width apart. We're going to reach up. It's called lowering the chi 3 times. The hands come down like you're lowering it down to the height of the navel. And very briefly, pause with the Laogong point of the center of each palm in from the navel. We'll do it again. Reaching up. Breathe out, lower down to the height of the navel. One more time. Reaching up. Lower down. The end, hands over the navel. For this form, women with the left hand touching the body, cover with the right. Men have the right hand touching the body, cover with the left. And whichever feels better is just fine. Eyes are closed or gently open. Knees are soft. Laogong points of the center of each palm are lined up one over the other over the navel. And just chill for a moment. Noticing any residue of that first movement of the form, gathering yang to nourish the yin. Release. All right, next we do gathering yin from the earth. to nourish the yang in the body. But we kind of do opposites, right? So we want to get the yin out of the earth. Symbolically, we go up to go down. So it goes like this. This time, hands are facing forward at the side of the body, palms forward. And you're going to breathe in through the nose. So you kind of reach up, bend the knees a little bit here, and you're going to dive forward. And you can round the back if that feels okay. You can bend the knees as much as you want to. The focus is kind of diving forward. And if you can reach through the floor, God, do it. Like reach into the earth and get the yin. But I'm just going to hover my hands, palms facing the floor here, facing the earth. And then as I stand up, I'm still breathing in. My hands come to loose fists. Like I've got yin energy. I'm like stretching it up from the earth. My elbows go out. My hands are the height of my heart. And then I breathe out. Open the palms, breathe out, lower that yin energy down to the navel. So breathing in through the nose, palms hover, still breathing into the nose as you lift the yin energy symbolically up. Breathe out through the mouth, lower the yin energy into the body. I'll show you from the side. Breathing in through the nose, tongue up to the roof of the mouth. Breathe out through the mouth, the tongue drops to the lower palate. It's called gathering yin to nourish the yang. Bending the knees here can help take some pressure off the hamstrings, force the muscles of the legs to do a little bit more of the work here. And if bending all the way down doesn't feel good, then modify it as you need to, make the bending lower. I'm sorry, less. I guess it wouldn't be lower. So here we go. We'll do a few with me facing you now, breathing in through the nose. Still breathing in. Breathe out through the mouth. Lower the energy down. Three more. Qi 3 times. So breathing into the nose. Qi pass through the nose, breathe out through the mouth. Lower it down to the navel. Turn the palms toward the body, labrum points toward the navel for a moment. Again, breathing in. Breathing out. Again, hands over the navel. Labrum points lined up. Women would have the left of the yin hand touching the body. Men would have the right of the yang hand touching the body. Or whichever feels better. Release. Let's go a little bit rogue from the form, but still use other movements from the same style. So it's all mixed up versions of similar things. But for this one, take a wider stance. Your right foot is a little bit more toward the screen. Your left foot will be counted as the back foot. It's a little bit back, but it's not much different. So like this foot in front is a little bit forward and this is a little bit back, but it's mostly wide. And you're going to squat down a little bit here. And if this is too intense, you can bring the feet back kind of closer. You squat down just a little bit. But if you can go about a shoulder and a half width apart, that's good. So you squat down and you're going to lean forward over your right leg. And you're going to take your left hand from the opposite side. You're going to reach it down, palm up near the knee. And the other hand is going to be hovering on top of it. So it's like this kind of awkward stance, kind of leaning over your right foot. Your hands are both in fists, palm up. You're going to come up to the height of the shoulder, kind of bring yourself up, hands still in fists. Your left hand is further away from you. Your right hand is closer. And you're going to open up, and then maybe, 55 or 60% of the weight now is in your left leg. Hands are in fists, but then they open up. And then you're going to sink a little bit. The elbows sink. And then there's something over there. Imagine it's like a cookie on the shelf over to your left. You're going to take the palms flat. You're going to stretch. You're going to lean like you're going to reach that cookie. And when you grab it, your hands come in fists back over your right knee. Your left hand is below. So you come up 1, hands and fists. 2, open the hands. 3, sink, the elbows sink. 4, stretch with your left hand, reach that cookie. 5, come back. The opposite hand comes low. Come up to the height of the shoulders. 1, and fists, hands. 2, open the hands. 3, sink and drop the elbows. 4, grab another cookie over on your left. 5, back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the left hand below, hands and fists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The left hand below, hands and fists. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch. 5. 1, 2. Let the rhythm of your breath be natural. 3, 4, 5. You're not trying to bring the breath into phase. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretch. 5. We'll do 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one on the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, bring the feet back together. Now, your right foot is 45 degrees. Step wide with the left. The left foot is a little bit forward to the screen. Your right foot, if you remember me, is back, right? So just like before, feet about 1.5 shoulders width apart. If it's too intense, you don't want to do it that way. You can bring the feet more narrow. It's your choice. Sink the hips. Bring your right hand over, kind of hovering in front of and above the knee, the left knee. Your left hand is on top, hands not touching each other. Hands and fists, you're going to lean awkwardly over as one does. Come up, hands still in fist. Your right hand is further away. Open, a little bit more of your weight's in the right foot now. Hands are open. Sink, drop the elbows. Shift, stretch. Now that cookie is waiting there for you on the right hand. Come back across. The right hand goes low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Open the back. Sink. Stretch. Hands go flat. Back over. Right hand is low. Come up. And it's like you might imagine that somebody has got you in a bear hug, right? Just playing. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe all of your worries are wrapped around you. And you're going to break it like Superwoman or Superman. You're going to go, ah! And you're broken the chains. Hands are open. Sink. Stretch. That cookie is the reward. Back over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the feet back. Shoulder apart. We'll lower the chi 3 times. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Lowering the chi down to the head and navel. Breathing in. So, bottom. Let's lift up. This can be a little Our last move, we'll do a little bit of stirring the pot. So your left foot's 45 degrees. Your right foot steps a little bit forward. This is like a bow stance, if you know that, but it doesn't have to be too precise and not a very deep stance. Sink the hips a little bit, bending the knees. And now imagine you got a big cauldron in front of you at the height of your navel. And you lost your ladle, but you need to stir it. So you stick your hands just into the liquid, because that's what you got to do. And you're going to begin stirring clockwise, just stirring it with the hands. And it's a little bit thick already. So you need to kind of get the body into it. So as you stir the hands from your left to your right, your weight's a little bit forward. And then you're going to pull the hips back as you go from the right to the left. So you're stirring, shifting forward, and then shifting back, just stirring the liquid in the cauldron. And that's all there is to this. You can let the rhythm of the breath be natural. And here, we're just going to let it slow down if you want. You can go faster if you like. But see if you can go just a little bit slower than you might be tempted to do. Just try to slow it down. If you're going a lot faster than me, that's cool. But just see if you can kind of stretch it a little bit, making it just a little bit slower than you might be tempted for. Just let the fingers and the hands kind of drag through the whirlpool you're creating in the cauldron, stirring whatever it is, stirring the liquid. So you might imagine that the space between your navel and your lower back is the originator of the movement. And all of the rest of your body is just kind of flowing behind it. And all of that's getting transferred into getting the liquid in the cauldron to go in circles. Let's switch sides so you can do it both ways. So now your left foot's at 45 degrees. If you remember your right foot, excuse me, step forward the right, sink the hips. Now you're stirring counterclockwise. So if you're mirroring me, your right foot is forward, your hands are going counterclockwise. If you're going clockwise, no harm will come to you. It's just a different kind of feel. So stirring the pot, stirring the elixir in the cauldron. Slow it down. Just a little bit slower than you might be tempted to go. Continue this on your own, long as you like, of course, but we'll do a few more stirs and then we'll put a punctuation mark on our practice. One more time, breath. Feet back to shoulder width apart. We're going to lower the chi 3 times. 1, collarbone points through the body very briefly. 2. Hands land over the navel, collarbone points lined up. Soft, not locked. Eyes either closed or gently open. Whatever the practice was like, whatever is going on right now, just take a moment. Just observe what it feels like is arising inside your body right now. Whatever it is, just acknowledge it. Notice anything arising at the surface of your body right now. Whatever it is, just see. You can look at it without judgment and acknowledge it. And notice anything that feels like it's coming from outside. Again, just observe. Imagine giving it a just nod of acknowledgement. Right. The eyes are closed. That's it for this one.